I'm Ian Rush and you're watching the Redmen TV.
Hi guys, you okay? Yep. One set. Alan, you pick it up?
Okay. Brendan, you got the result. I know it's not all about the result in pre-season, but were you pleased with what you saw out there today?
Yeah, I thought the players were excellent today. I think, especially on the back of a game on Thursday night, a competitive game. But very pleased. I see the idea of the team improving each time we play, and in a very, very short period of time, the players are taking on board that tactical concept of controlling and dominating the game. So last time they were out, Bayern Leverkusen, they won 7-1 against Frankfurt. So for us to play with that control and domination against a very, very good side was excellent. So we arrive into next week with a clean bill of health. Everyone's training, and like I say, they're really embracing the work, and it's great to see.
6 days away then from the big kick-off, as you say. Are you where you want to be then at this stage?
Well, certainly I'm very, very pleased where we're at. I think, as I said, the players are showing great determination, and like I said, they want to learn, and they're very happy to work in this way. So now I'm delighted where we're at, and because I know the vision and where this leads to, and hopefully, like I said, it'll continue to improve.
I think the crowd liked the look of Raheem Sterling as well today. He took that goal superbly.
Fantastic. I was pleased with the goal as a whole. Stuff we've talked about in terms of, if you look back at the image of the goal, it was big pressure on one side of the field. We won the ball, and we took the ball out of the pressure zone. Lots of bodies, changed the game, and I like players, the wingers, to play with. By the time it got to Jose Enrique, it was he was in a great position, but his movement off the ball was very impressive as well. Raheem, Jose had a touch of his feet, and he's made a great run, and Jose had a terrific pass, and then the rest is that imagination and creativity that I love. So cut inside and a wonderful finish. So the boys are talent, still an awful lot to do and an awful lot to learn, but he's certainly shown over this pre-season that from a young guy who's just worrying about himself, he now worries about the team and the responsibility within the team.
You've still got players to come in. You brought one in on Friday in Joe Allen. Just tell us what he can bring to this Liverpool side. You know him better than anyone.
Yeah, well, Joe will fit into the group very well. I like technically gifted players, and he's exceptionally technically gifted. But I also like good people, and he's a very humble young guy who's, he's 22 years of age. He's got an awful lot to learn, but he will be with us every single day in the journey to make this club better. So, very talented boy, and like I say, he comes into an excellent group, and hopefully we can add one or two more before the end of the window.
And you also did an important piece of business last week with Luis Suarez extending his contract, which is as good as signing somebody, I suppose.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, there's a few of the players here that is very important, and like you say, I wanted to make sure, as well as bringing people in, some of the players that are very important, or just as important as the ones that's here. So a lot of speculation around one or two of those, but those will all be sorted out, and obviously Lewis being signed is fantastic. I've now got a world-class striker at the top end of the field who understands fully how I want to work, and he's been terrific certainly since I've been here.
Nice for Andy to score in front of the cup as well.
Yeah, terrific goal, Phil. Again, the pleasing aspect was the patience in the game. The full-back high, couldn't go forward, takes the game out of the pressure, and nice, clever piece of play by Charlie Adam. The ball comes into him, he flicks it around the corner, and maybe 8, 9 out of 10 times he'll expect that back. But again, Big Andy showed his skill and ability as well. The poor guy's got stick that he can't play this way, and it's a wonderful piece of skill. Let it go through his legs and got the shot on target and tucked away the goal very well. So, very pleasing all round. Wonderful idea of the game, tactically, the players, and like as I said, I'm seeing improvement every single day in terms of our short passing game.
But obviously there's the internationals this week. Will Joe go away with Wales?
Yes.
He's going to go away.
Yeah.
Anything else, guys?
Did you ask if
he would restrict his minutes on the pitch, or?
No, I had a chat with Chris Coleman. I've spoken to one or two of the international managers. You know, I've spoken to Roy last week, and I had Ryan Morton Olsen as well from Denmark, and obviously spoke to Chris Coleman. So listen, it's not for me to tell these guys, these respected people, how to do their job, but I think they all understand this type of game at this time. So Joe's coming off the back of playing. We hoped he could play today, but couldn't. And if he gets 45 to 60 minutes during the week, it won't hurt.
Neil first.
Yeah, sorry, Brendan. Just want to ask about Lucas. So he's come back pre-season after 8 months out. It looks like he hasn't missed a beat.
Yeah, no, he's been brilliant. He's a terrific guy, and he's prolific from 7 yards with no goalkeeper. But it's so important. I think you see the growth of him as a player and a person, and you know the journey that he's been on at this club is incredible. But he feels he's still got a lot to offer him, and like you say, his fitness and how I work, which is to play this high intense pressing game and passing game, then that brings on his fitness as well. So I think you look at him now, he's in a real good moment, and hopefully he can stay fit and strong and keep pushing on for us.
Do you have a real sense of excitement now, Brendan? You've been here 10 weeks and this is it now, the big one's almost upon us. You really feel at home?
Yeah, I do feel at home, but I will never be complacent. I've got so much to prove here. You know, I'll come in and I'm sure there's still the majority of the supporters aren't sure about me, so I've got to fight for my life here to prove that I'm good enough to be here. But I certainly feel comfortable in relation to my position and my work on the field, and like I said, my promise was to fight for the club every single day. So we're in a good moment, good position. It's been a terrific pre-season. We've really started our competitive games in the Europa League, and we now arrive into the Barclays Premier League next week, and real strong mindset, and hopefully that will continue.
Brendan, just a question about Daniel Aker. In the morning there were speculations that Liverpool rejected the third offer from Man City about Daniel Aker. Could you say something more about that?
I wasn't aware there was the third offer.
Sorry, it was a little bit fast.
You're reading the papers, eh?
Sorry?
Reading the papers.
I read it on the papers.
There we go.
Yeah.
It must be true.
Thank you, guys. Cheers, thank you.
Well done.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Brendan.